Hey, welcome to this week's Lifeway Social Insider video. I'm Chris Martin. If you don't know me, some of you are seeing this video for the first time. I hope you all have had a great week. It's been a great week here in Nashville. We've had some snow and ice and things like that. So it's been a little bit of a out of the routine, kind of hectic week, but it's been fun. This week I want to talk to you about three of the most important ingredients of building an online platform. So I know a lot of you have probably heard me talk about these things before, so I apologize if it seems like review, but I also know a number of you have never heard me talk about these things. So it's going to be really important to talk about them because they're kind of the foundational things I say to people when I'm talking about building an online platform, either for yourself, for a church, for a brand, for the first time. And so imagine a three-circle Venn diagram almost. That's kind of how I think of it. And you've got the first circle. The first two circles are kind of the most important. They're the most foundational. And then the third circle kind of comes in and finishes it off. So the first circle is your audience demographics. So when you're trying to build an online platform, either for yourself or for a brand or something else, understanding your audience demographics is really important. Who are you trying to reach? Are you trying to reach 25 to 35-year-old young men who do a particular job or live in a particular place? Are you trying to reach 45 to 65-year-old women who are either having grandkids or have kids in college or coming out of college? Who are you trying to reach? Think about these things almost like demographics on a census, and even maybe a little bit deeper than that. So do they live in this place? What's the typical maybe income of your target audience? Where do they live? Things like that, things that they would fill out like on a census, like demographics survey. That's the first circle. The second circle is, okay, understanding who that demographic is that you're trying to reach. Knowing that, what are the primary needs of that demographic? So if you're trying to reach 45 to 65-year-old mothers, talking about, empty nest syndrome or loneliness or life after kids or, all kinds of, depending again on what your content is, what the demographic is, different audience demographics are going to have different needs that aren't going to show up on like a census survey or in Google Analytics or Facebook Analytics or something like that. They're things that you just kind of have to think about when you're like, okay, I want to reach 25 to 35-year-old young men. They're looking for houses for the first time or jobs for the first time or wives or whomever, whatever. Knowing the needs of the target audience demographic is incredibly important. Why? Because the third circle is knowing the gifts God has given you and how you can use them in the digital space. So first circle, audience demographics. Second circle, audience needs. Third circle, understanding how God has gifted you. So let's say you're creating content to help parents better disciple their kids, and you know that that's how God has gifted you. And the target audience you're reaching is 25 to 45-year-old parents, male and female. And then you know that their needs, that if they're 25 to 45-year-old parents, they're going to be parenting younger kids most likely than older kids who are in college or out of college. So you know that their needs are being tired, driving people around in the car all the time, not getting enough sleep, not having enough time to themselves. So those are factors that you have to have in your mind as you're creating content for them to help them disciple their kids. So those are just a few examples of this sort of three-circle Venn diagram that I help people think through as they're starting to create an online platform for themselves. So whether you manage a brand or a church's platform or your own, whatever it is, consider these three circles. Who is my audience, their demographics? What are their needs? And then how has God gifted me to serve these people in the digital space? So those are just three questions about who your audience is and what your gifts are that I think can really help you as you start to build an online platform or as you just kind of retool an online platform you already have. If you're watching this on Friday, January 19th or soon around there, you should know that we're opening the signups for Lifeway Social Premium and Platinum, the group and individual coaching levels here in just a few days. The signups will be open from January 22nd through January 29th. If you would like to sign up for those two levels, you can sign up at that time. If you would like to recommend to friends, if this has been helpful for you, you can recommend the program to friends. That'd be awesome. If you have any questions, just let me know. You can email me at social@lifeway.com. And I hope you guys have a great weekend and that this video has been helpful for you.